you this, and they're going to say, well, he wasn't really a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Oh, well, that's you, because you never won anything. I wanted to win, but I wanted them to win and be a part of that as well. I don't have to do this. I'm only doing it because it is who I am. That's how I played the game. That was my mentality. If you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. Break.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another video on The Last Dance. So episode 7 and 8 of The Last Dance has dropped, and this documentary is honestly going to go down as one of the best ones ever. I think I'm going to have to rewatch this entire thing probably this weekend in preparation for the final 2 episodes, because it's really been that entertaining. Like, you don't even have to enjoy basketball to enjoy this documentary. But anyway, on to the rest of the video. Today's video, we're going to be speaking about Michael Jordan's style of leadership. Do as I say and do as I do. So some people that watched the documentary might say Michael Jordan was a bully and that he was a tyrant whose behavior should be eliminated from society. To those people, I say I entirely disagree with that notion, and here's why. As the team leader, Michael Jordan's role was to lead his team to as many victories as he could, and hopefully at the end of the day that would bring a championship at the end of the season. He isn't there to be your friend. He is there to push you to be greater than you think you can be. And he did that throughout his career. His way of leadership was successful. We have the trophies, we have the stats to prove that. He's considered the greatest basketball player of all time for a reason. Look at his achievements. Just look at this slide. You might need to pause the video to go through the entire thing, but look at all he managed to achieve in his NBA career. Due to his leadership, he took the Bulls from one of the worst teams in the league when he first joined the league in the year 1984 to literally leaving it as one of the best teams in NBA history and going out on top, winning his 6th championship in his career. He helped many players win NBA titles that probably would never have done so without Jordan. Many of his former teammates agree that although Jordan was tough and extremely relentless in games, I've yet to see anyone actually say, oh, I wish I was never Michael Jordan's teammate. Even the ones who now speak negatively of him are grateful for having had him as a teammate for the championships they won. You can't please everyone. You're not going to be friends with everyone. That's just the way it is in life. Steve Kerr was punched in the face by Michael Jordan. But in this documentary, he says he's actually grateful for the punch, as weird as that sounds, as it toughened him up and made him a much better player. The vast majority of Jordan's teammates became better players playing with him. This led to them getting paid huge contracts, such as Horace Grant, who ended up getting paid big money by the Orlando Magic. And honestly, if you told me right now, it's like, ayo, TJ, if I had the choice of being his teammate right now, I'll jump at the opportunity in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think twice. As he said in the documentary, MJ never asked his teammates to do something he himself was not willing to do. It's very easy nowadays for people to give advice, but you'd actually be quite surprised at how many people don't take their own advice. You know how everyone now has an opinion on, for example, how you should be losing weight. But then the person telling you to lose the weight is actually 50 pounds overweight themselves, and then you're looking at them like, bruh, like, are you being for real? And then in practice, MJ was often at the front of the line during shuttle runs and other practice drills. He was in a pile of sweat from working so hard by the end of practice, so he was well within his right to demand the same of his teammates. He knew he was more talented than his teammates. He knew that. But all he's asking you to do is put in the same amount of work that I'm doing. I think that's reasonable. Put in the same amount of effort. Anyone can do that. That's why the head coach, Phil Jackson, gave MJ such leeway to lead the team, because he knew MJ would make the team better. Like, that's just facts. So when I see some people saying MJ was a bully, it tells me a lot about their personality. They aren't willing to do whatever it takes to be great. And honestly, I wouldn't want them on my team either. On the court, we have one goal: win the game. We can go and have dinner together, make jokes, laugh, everything, no problem. But for the duration of the game, we are teammates, and our goal is to win. There is a price to pay to succeed in life, and not everyone is willing to pay that price. Your favorite artist right now, just think about your favorite artist. They paid that price. Really think about it. Your favorite artist probably had a rough childhood and really struggled to make it in the music industry. What all successful people have in common is that they all went through something to reach that success. The owner of the company you work for paid that price. Michael Jordan paid that price. Not everyone is willing to pay the price for greatness. Some people are very content being average. I find that mind-boggling personally, but that's just the way it is. In whatever it is you choose to be great in, whether it's starting a family, progressing in your career, to helping your community, do it to the best of your ability so that no matter what outcome, you can look back on it and have no regrets. Your job isn't to be a nice guy and make everyone like you. Your goal is to succeed in your chosen field. If your co-worker is slacking and preventing the company from reaching its goals, let them go. Simple as that. It's nice if you can get along with your co-workers outside of work, obviously, but that's not the reason you all go into work every morning. There's a reason you come into work every morning. You want to provide for your families. It's just a bonus that you get along with your co-workers. You are all there for a reason. Don't lose sight of the goal. The teammates that didn't want to deal with Jordan's leadership asked to leave, and they were granted their trades. This isn't a slave trade. But it's no coincidence that the vast majority of these players never ended up winning a championship after asking to leave the Bulls. There's a price to pay to success, and not everyone is willing to pay that price. As I mentioned in a video earlier in my channel's history about regret, it's one of the worst feelings to have. So if you give it your all in whatever it is you want to be great in, whether you fail or succeed, you should look back on it and say you have no regret, move on with a clear head, and keep moving forward. That's why by the end of the episode, MJ was very clear with stating that he has no regrets with what he did and how he led his team, and he would do it again in a heartbeat. I would have loved to be Michael Jordan's teammate. Even though he might have been on my case at practice, I know I would become a better player and have a great chance of reaching the goal of winning an NBA championship, which should be the goal of every player. And the odds are, if I become a better player, I get paid more money, which doesn't hurt in the long run, I'm just saying. That's going to be it for this video, guys. It's bittersweet that there are only 2 episodes left to go in the documentary, but it's been a fun ride so far. If there's just one thing I'd want people to take away from this video, it's the title. Do as I say and do as I do. You can't tell people to do something you yourself wouldn't be willing to do. Alright guys, take care and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.